Hello students, now we are going to start the next part of the lesson, game, sports and exercise. Here we will study about gender stereotyping, national teams, championships, local games and martial arts. We'll also learn about the different championships, the games in the local areas, the martial arts and changing pattern of leisure, breathing and exercises. So, in this part of the lesson, we will cover up all these points. I hope you will all feel interested to go through the chapter and understand each and every line of the lesson. So, let us all start with the topic, the gender stereotyping. So as you can see in this page, the heading is gender stereotyping, wherein we can see that boys and girls, they both enjoy the sports. But sometimes the games are played by men. There are certain games also that they are only played by men. And we also sometimes think that yes, it is better that boys play the sports and the girls stay at home helping their family. So we all common people believe that girls cannot perform well in any games or sports. But as you have seen in media, and already you know that there are several sportswomen who have won different types of international awards and they are successful being a sports person. Like P.V. Sindhu, the first Indian woman to win an Olympic silver medal for badminton. She also became the first Indian to win an Asian Games silver medal. MC Mary Kom, as you all know, as a medal that is having a 6 World Boxing Championships. Anju Bobby George, she is an athlete, the first Indian to win a medal in the World International Championship in Athletics. Sania Mirza, tennis player. You all know her name. Rachel Thomas, the first Indian woman skydiver. Swapna Burman won the gold medal in the Asian Games 218 heptathlon. Venus Fogart created history by becoming the first Indian woman wrestler to win a gold medal at Asian Games in 50 kg freestyle category. So, what is all these things? Here we have just got some few names of the ladies who have performed very well in the international sports events. So this shows that women can too excel in the field of sports. Now here what is written, that is heptathlon. So this is one event of sports which consists of 7 different categories of events. So that is why it is known as heptathlon. 7 different games are there. So that is why it is known as heptathlon. So you can see that gender stereotyping is just, we cannot differentiate between boys and girls. But people think that girls do better at home and boys can do well in sports. So this is stereotyping, that means thoughts which come to our mind that tells that boys are better in sports and girls are better at home. But when we see the examples, we can easily understand that girls also can perform very well and excel in the international field, in the sports field and also in the games field. So next topic is national teams. If you can see, there are many team sports which played at the international and national level. So national team, that means in the same country when all the players from the state compete against each other, and international level teams from different nations participate and compete against each other. The team represents their country too. And the national team, each for football, cricket, hockey is there. They are made by taking all the best players from each states, and they are funded, managed by the government. Best players are selected across the country. So each country have their own national teams, and they work together for the betterment of the country, to help the country to win in international level. Next we come to championships. So see, championships, these are events, that is world most popular events are championships. So like World Cup, Cricket World Cup, Football World Cup, these are events and world famous events where each one is given a chance so that they can play for the country and win a trophy, win the winner's trophy. And different teams can play, and like Olympic can be held in about 4 years. So here one example is given about FIFA World Cup, and it is one game, it is one championship which is held to find out the best football team in the world. And different teams from different countries are allowed to participate there. And there are lists made about different teams. Each team plays against the other team which are then listed, and the winners will again compete at the last one, and the one who is the winner in the last competition will be decided as the best team. So similarly, there is Cricket World Cup, and it is held every 4 years, and to find out this, which one is the best cricket team in the world. There are different teams, they are brought together, every day there is a game, and on the last day, the last two players, that means the winners, two winners are selected and they play between them, and there the best team is chosen. So then again, Olympics, the largest sporting event in the world, includes different number of sports. There are various number of sports in the Olympics. Athletics, there, archery, shooting, different categories are there in Olympics, where sports person can play and win their trophies. So in Olympics, individual can also participate, teams can also participate, they can compete with each other. And Olympic is also held every 4 years. Different country can host the Olympic game, and this in Olympic game, maximum sports person can participate from the countries and can win their trophy. So championships are those events which are the world's most popular sporting events, where we can see that different countries can participate in team wise and play, and the best one wins. Next we can see the local and traditional games. So there are many games in India where you can see in this picture, this Vallamkali or snake boat race. This is mainly for the Keralian people, and this is traditional for the people who stay in Kerala. So different parts of the country has their own local sports and traditional games like chopper, gilli danda, unch neech, tapu, kho-kho, kabaddi, langdi tang, and many. We also play different games. Children in Assam also play different types of local games. So local games means normal, those which are played by the local people. Now Vallamkali snake boat, famous boat race is there in the lagoons of Kerala, which is seen in the festival of Onam. So different types of local games are there which are played, and nowadays most of the local games are not so popular among the children over here or among the children of different states, because new and modern games have come and take their places. But local games and sports have still their values, because people in the villages, people in the different states love to play their local and traditional games. Now the thing is martial arts in India. As you can see in the picture, there's a Kalari Pattu of Kerala. So the martial arts, it is one type of sports, or you can say this is one type of fighting technique. And previously it was used for the people who were in defense, and it can also be used during the war and also for entertainment. Soldiers were trained with this art of fighting by the martial arts, and children nowadays learn martial arts so that they can defend themselves, so their body is fit, so their brain also works together along with their body. So martial arts are very, very important, has equal importance along with other sports and games. And you can see that the two names of the books are written, Ramayana and Mahabharata. So in India also there was a rich tradition of martial arts, where we can see the martial arts when we go through Ramayana and Mahabharata. Indian martial arts are popular all over the world also, and different names are given to the martial arts in different states, like Mardani Khel in Maharashtra, Thang Ta of Manipur, Kalari Payattu of Kerala, and Silambam of Tamil Nadu. So these are all the names of the popular styles of the martial arts in different states of India. So you can see from here that India also had the rich source of martial arts. And now martial arts are no longer seen as military training exercises, but people are learning martial arts. They've become an entertainment sport. Judo, karate, taekwondo, these are also some different forms of martial arts which are very, very popular today. And I think many of you are learning judo, many of you are learning kickboxing, many of you are learning karate, taekwondo in and around our place. So why? Because this will give you the exercises, this will help you to do exercise, this will help you to give entertainment, this will help you to make your brain work faster. So martial arts also has very importance in our life, and it was very good sports which taught the military people or the people who are in defense to use those things in war and self-defense. Next is changing pattern of local games. So as we have already discussed that local games are now being losing their popularity. Most of the people are not playing the local games because nowadays modern games have taken their place. Now children prefer to play the modern games like cricket, football, basketball, badminton, tennis, instead of playing the gilli danda or stapu or langri tang, kabaddi, kho-kho. So those games are losing their importance, and nowadays cricket, football, basketball, badminton are equally loved by the people of the cities and towns. Now the changing pattern of leisure. Leisure means what? Leisure means it's a free time. So people used to play games in their leisure times, and now leisure activities have changed totally. We enjoy our leisure time. We spend our leisure time in different ways. Like nowadays, playing games is not so important, but going to a restaurant or cinema or a party is very, very important. So we watch TV, we watch movies, and then we waste our time. So we use video games, we use a lot of internet. So our free time, our leisure time are wasted in doing all these things. So we are not getting fresh air, we are not getting the fun of talking with each other, playing with each other, having a companionship of our friends and relatives. We are being deprived from all this because we are now digital. We have changed ourselves. You are using technology, and we are sitting indoors alone with the electronic gadgets only. So the leisure time pattern also has changed nowadays. Now we can see the next and totally different from the rest of the chapter is how we breathe. Now when we take in oxygen, that means when we take in air, suppose we are running fast, and you can see our heartbeat also becomes faster, and for that we breathe in a lot, and when we breathe in, oxygen goes inside. And as you all know, what happens in respiration? When oxygen goes inside, digest the food and then convert it into the energy. And we use this energy when we run, when we exercise, when we play, and our heart beats faster so that we can breathe faster and oxygen is taken in faster. So try to think of that situation when you exercise, when you play, when you cycle, when you run. Your heartbeat seems to be faster. Why? Because it allows us to breathe faster, allows us to take breathe faster so that oxygen can also go inside faster. So while we breathe, we absorb oxygen and we remove the poisonous carbon dioxide from our body. So when we breathe in, our lungs increase in size, and when we breathe out, our lungs reduce its size. Contract means to reduce its size. So our chest position that increase in size expands when we breathe in, and again it contracts, reduces its size when we breathe out. So if you can try breathe in, you can see your chest increases in size. When you breathe out, your chest decreases in size. So increase is expand and decrease is contract. So this is all about breathing. When we breathe in, oxygen goes in. This gives us what? Energy. Blow hot, blow cold. Sometimes you can see we use our breath to warm our hands in winter, and sometimes we also breathe out to cool a hot cup of tea. So sometimes we take in air and give out so that we can make our hands warmer. Why? Because our breath is warmer than the outside air, and hence we can use it to warm our hands. And when we breathe out to make the food item cool, that means our breath is cooler than the hot tea or hot coffee or hot milk, whatever we are drinking. So we blow out to cool it out. So we blow on sparks of charcoal to help it burn. Charcoal is a type of coal which is used by the jewelry shops to just melt the gold. So this, and also we can use the charcoal at home to burn something, to cook food also. So this we can just blow on the sparks of charcoal to help it burn, because our breath has what? Oxygen, which helps the fire to burn. So we can use our breath in different ways, and when we feel cold, we just blow out to make our hand warm. When we blow out on glass window, have you ever seen what happens? So breath air also has water vapor, moisture, which is blown out into the cool surface and makes the glass look foggy, or it is full of water due to the condensation of water. Condensation means cooling down of water. When we breathe out vapor, it cools down when it comes in contact with the cool surface, and that is called condensation. Cooling of water vapor into water droplets is called as condensation. So when we breathe out in a mirror, you can see the mirror becomes hazy because water vapor cools down when it comes in contact with the glass. Next is exercise. So playing always, this is very good form of exercise. It is very important. It will keep us fit, healthy and happy. Our brains work faster when we exercise. And like football, hockey, will help us to make us run around. So sports helps us to give rigorous exercise, and we can also exercise when we are not playing. We can stretch, we can do breathing exercise, we can do lots of free hand exercises, and exercises should be a part of our daily routine because it helps us to give us energy, make us fit and active. So